not doing well. Well, I'm never really doing well. But anyway, today I thought I would do personality disorder test. I've gotten a very extremely reliable source, and you can tell I'm like fucking not here by the way I'm barely forming sentences. I am excited. I love knowing what's wrong with me. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm not there. Answer the questions below based on how you actually behave. So they caught my ass already. They know I'm gonna fucking lie. The thing is, my subconscious mind could lie to me myself. Like, I could lie to myself and like believe the lie. Like, it's not true. That's not how I act. That's not how I feel. But I tell myself that and I believe it. I could manipulate myself and gaslight myself into almost anything. But I digress. I believe in fate. What the fuck does that even mean? Well, yeah, I guess. I don't know. They didn't specify, but yeah, I do believe in fate. Being optimistic leads to disappointment. That's not optimism. Optimism is not, this is gonna go well. Optimism is, I'm going to be happy regardless of the result. Inaccurate. It's all about the mindset, honestly. I deliberately choose topics that are so complex I struggle to grasp them without repeated review. What are we what is this? I mean, I like to challenge myself. Because like otherwise if you don't pick up things, the first step into knowing what the fuck is going on is not knowing what the fuck is going on. So yeah, I would choose topics I don't understand so I could, fucking understand them. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be the same exact fucking person the whole life. I am planning driven. What? I guess it's people who like to plan things. Planning doesn't like work or not work for me. Just depends on the environment. With planning comes a lot of expectations. And those expectations crush me before I even fucking start. So I'd rather just do it without thinking. I exaggerate my successes. I fucking wish. What successes, man? What successes? Please. Please. I don't feel a strong emotional pull toward animals that require constant care. So you're asking me if I'm a fucking piece of shit. You're asking me if I'm a sociopath, narcissist who has no empathy. No. I would say sometimes when I'm too deep in my depressive episodes, I would stop feeling anything, including sympathy. Like, I would still be a fucking decent human being. What? Anyway, I think only public ownership can ensure essential services are provided fairly and reliably. So are you saying in order for people to actually do things, they have to say it out loud, like have witnesses? Otherwise, they're not gonna fucking do what? Like, are you saying only people could hold us accountable and we can't hold ourselves accountable? Is that what you're saying? I don't understand these questions. What are they talking about? Like socialism? I would be like here because I'm sorry, I don't understand the question. Having a pet is very important to me. I think so. Well, to me personally, I will always kind of be in need of company. I can't handle being alone for too long. So like a pet is really like important, I guess. Even if it's just a goddamn fucking plant. I spend most of my free time creating things. I spend most of my free time dying mentally and self-sabotaging and self-bullying and everything negative. But sure, I like creating. Well, the thing is, I have a condition on my hand, but if I didn't have that condition, I would be only creating and always creating. I do believe that. I gravitate toward topics that are extremely difficult to. Yeah, I think so. Well, except if it's like too much, like fucking, I don't know. Sometimes they're like very crazy things about like the world and the universe and the afterlife and stuff like that. It's just like gives me existential crisis, and I'm like, I need a break. But other than that, I do. My country's resources should only go to things that benefit my country. Is this a racism test? Well, to an extent, yes. But like if we have more than what we need, why not help some other country? I will stand over here. I tend to view people mostly in terms of how they benefit reward me. I think I've noticed myself doing that. I've been trying not to let that happen because in order to be happy, I believe you have to like somewhat, at least, even if you don't like the person or the person does not benefit you, let's say, or the person themselves don't like make you happy necessarily, just caring for their existence and appreciating them for who they are, like authentically, gives you a little fulfillment that would make you happy, I think. So what I'm trying to say, in order to benefit from people and make them make you happy, you have to not want to benefit from them to make you happy and just care for them, like just genuinely be curious about them, and that would bring you or reward you even without you trying for. But I do think like that. I mean, I try not to, but who the fuck am I joking? Like, I haven't talked to my brother for like months now, just because he does not like, there is no use in talking to him, you know? Like, what is that gonna give me? Nothing. Oh, but he's your brother. Okay, and he's not benefiting me in any shape or form, not even making me like happy or keeping me there's nothing. So why even acknowledge his existence? I consider my own interests more than I consider the interests of others. Well, isn't that fucking everyone? What is this? For me, interests, it depends. I am someone who cares about anything ever if the person that is introducing me to this interest, either A, I care about this person, so everything they like I will care about and want to hear about. B, this person is very knowledgeable about this and like genuinely cares for it, and like you could see the spark in their eyes when they talk about it. So that's when I do want to hear anything. But like mostly of course I'm gonna like the things that I like more. Like what? I feel more like myself than I've ever felt. Well, yeah, isn't that how it works? Or am I lying to myself? I don't know, actually. I feel like the last time I felt like myself was when I was 13. Right now, a lot of times, no matter how much I try to be authentic, it's not about that. It's that my mental health affects how much of myself I am. Like, I feel like the depressed me, this mentally struggling me, is not really me. That's how I feel. Because if I were in different circumstances where I was okay and happy, I wouldn't be like this. At least that's what I think. But I've never actually been able to be in different circumstances to know if that is true or not. Like, a lot of times I'm like, are these problems that I'm having because I am like this? Like, this is who I am? Or am I just having them because I'm not doing well mentally? In a way, I do feel like myself more and more the more I try to be okay. But am I? I am getting closer, but I don't think I'm there. So I'm just gonna be in the middle. I value social status. My subconscious mind does, without me knowing. I don't. But when I'm put in a circumstance, extent I do care. Because, not because I do care, but because it's a habit that, a survival habit that I grew up with. So now it's still with me. And I still practice it, and it's really not easy to unlearn something you've learned when you were like fucking 5 or something, you know? Right here. I aim for emotional consistency, even if it makes life feel less dynamic. Are they talking about settling down, choosing peace, rather than bursts of energy, bursts of happiness? Because I truly do. Because, like, I've tried that road and it got me fucking nowhere. I tried the road where I would do these little fucking things that would make me happy for like a fucking day or two, but then it's fucking gone. It's not consistent. It does not make me actually truly happy because it's conditional. And I think true happiness is unconditional. Whatever. You know what I mean. So, like, if my happiness relies on this thing, like, if this thing changes and my happiness changes with it, that is not true happiness, I feel like. Because true happiness should remain no matter what the circumstances. Therefore, the boring, peaceful life is actually the most life you're going to be happy in my personal opinion. And I feel like a lot of social studies have proven that consistency and just being healthy and not being drawn to these blinking lights glittering trying to seduce you. I mean, I'm not saying I don't fall for them. I'm just saying it's not what I aim for. I would be here, I think. I have stuck with creative work through long periods of doubt, difficulty, or low reward. I would say so. Yeah. Because we don't create to gain. We create because we're human. I experiment very frequent. I experiment very. Fuck this. Honestly, a part of me wants to say yes, but do I? To me personally, I think I do. Like, the way I leave my comfort zone is in baby steps, which, mean so much to me. They are like so scary to me. Like, I make this big, in my mind, it's such a big step for me. I've never done this, and it's like, I'm so anxious, but I still do it. And like, when I start to feel proud of myself, people are like, really? That's not even anything. And I just like stand there, and I have to ask myself, oh, so like, it feels like my efforts are never enough. Don't know if that means I'm delusional or if people just don't know me like I know myself. So I'm gonna be in the middle. I'm not comfortable with myself at all. I've been comfortable with it more. Like, when I look back at fucking years ago or just 1 year ago, I am way more comfortable. Like, simply this fucking video. I don't think a year ago I would be this comfortable just talking and like recording some video. When I look at all my old recordings, I was like just sitting there for 5 minutes or something, multiple times, fumbling my words. I had to edit all of that out in my old videos. And I don't feel that way. So I'm still not that comfortable with myself. Let's be fucking honest. But I am somewhat. It is important to me to serve others. It is important to me to serve, but not others. I've dealt with numbness for so long. Like, I think at this point, years. It hasn't been leaving me for years. I haven't felt for years. So, and part of it is, again, sympathy, which it's not like I turn like to this rock that does not feel anything for anyone. It's just I fail to recognize when I'm supposed to be feeling something, I guess. I'm too selfishly, I would say, wrapped up in my own struggles to notice others. When I get a clear signal that somebody I care for, like, or it doesn't have to be somebody I care for necessarily, but like when I get a clear signal that somebody needs me, I will be there. It's just really hard to recognize when I'm wrapped up in my own mind. I move through life at an easy pace, even when others expect more urgency. Is this what I just explained about people not seeing my baby steps as valid, even though I do? I do move at a very, very slow pace because that's the only way I could do things. I can't just. People really imagine me or expect of me to jump, and I feel like people who do that are either insane, or when they do that, it works only for a short period of time and then they're back to exactly where they're. Because that's not how change works. I'm sorry, I don't think this is how change works. Change is slow, boring, consistent, and that is not it. Anyway, I don't like outsiders trying to change the core value. Oh my god, why is this political? What the fuck is going on? No, I don't actually. I honestly, I really, really hate how English got, like, I know this is ironic. I'm saying this while like speaking English, but at least to me, I don't. This is a whole fucking. I don't like how Western societies have managed to brainwash fucking everyone, even us ourselves, people of color, to believe that the Western way of living is the supreme, or English is such a sexy language, and everyone has been like right here. Everyone is like complimented for their because just because they speak English. Like, wow, you're speaking English. Like, no, you do realize speaking Arabic is so much more impressive. It's so much harder. Like, imagine how many acts and things we used to practice that made us closer to our natural way of being as humans, closer to nature, closer to spirituality, that all were fucking erased and gone because of Western values were forced up like on us at this point through propaganda and other methods. Because right now, when countries are like try to be better, where do they look at? They look at fucking Westerners. And they're like, oh, but what are Westerns doing? They're exploiting the poor to benefit the rich. That's what they're fucking doing. Oh my god, whatever. Why am I talking about politics? What? Being devotedly considerate of others is my primary. Wait, did I just say that? Didn't I just say that? I try on my mama. I don't. Okay, like I do. Okay, just because I value something doesn't mean I will act upon my values, which is a flaw in me, yes, but it doesn't mean I don't think it makes people bad people. I think it just means we need to work on ourselves. And I'm trying. I see myself and I see that I'm trying. I feel, yes, I would much rather have government control of essential services than rely on private providers. What the fuck does that mean? I don't know, what did they mean? I am happiest alone. Absolutely fucking not. That is literally the complete opposite of everything I am. It's not easy, or will not be easy for me to be sexual with someone. Babe. 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 I am like the pervert. I've perverted in my perverted life. I don't think it would be that hard, trust me. Okay, actually I think it's not easy. You know why? Because I'm only in the mood for these type of things when I am happy, and I'm never fucking happy. So yeah, I guess it will be hard. Cause you're gonna have to make me happy, and that's like really hard. Trust me. I've tried. No, but genuinely, I don't think so. I'm a golden boy girl. What the fuck does that mean? I don't know. Dude, I don't fucking know. From what people tell me, I think I'm somewhat am, but I really don't feel it or see it. Like, are they sure? Me? Really? I don't know. I always feel better when I am surrounded by people, even if I'm not Yes! Yes! Private companies should be again! Oh my god! Because then they could, like, implement their biases. That means anybody who is greedy enough could, like, get there. You know what I mean? The most important things to me is being admired. That's something I'm trying to unlearn. I mean, I'm not really great at it, but I try, and that's enough for me. I like to be popular. Sure, why not? I approach most situations casually, even when they might require intensity. Again, what the hell? I don't know how to feel about that, because I am both. Sometimes I take things extremely intensely. Sometimes I don't give single fucks. So this is, I don't know what to choose here. I disrupt normal ways of doing things to explore different possibilities. I never understood this question. I always find it in these type of tests, and I've never fucking understand what the fuck does it. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I tend to work according to a routine. I think I don't work at all. There is no life to me. There's no life. There's nothing in my life is nothing. I don't exist. Nothing in my life exists. There is nothing. So I don't know. I would alter where I live, work, or travel for the sake of my pets. Oh, I thought it's gonna be partners. Like, yeah, but then it said pet. Well, I will just not adopt a pet that require me to do that. I feel the most alive when I am absolutely not. Are you insane? Are you actually insane? Social ranking matters to me far more than I usually admit. Fuck you! Oh my god, I keep forgetting that there is a window behind me and that everybody and their mama in our neighborhoods can hear me. I'd be interested in developing a new medical treatment. I'm not in medical college. What? I mean, if I could, why would I not want to? But I fucking can't. I'm not to be trusted with these kind of things, to be honest with you. I tend to be uncomfortable with outsiders having any meaningful role in shaping my country. Oh god, here we fucking go again. I mean, you're saying it's meaningful role. So, are they good at it? It depends on if they want for the good for my fucking country. The most important thing to me is oh my god, no. Go suck on like the fattest, whatever. I always focus on the negative. I think so. I don't like it. I'm trying to change. I frequently deviate from the typical just to see what happens. They say just to see what happens. Like, that's too casual. When I go out of my comfort zones, I don't do it just to see what happens. It's kind of a big step I take, and it takes so much mental power to do it, just so I could like be a little happier. I would be interested in studying a scientific field. Absolutely fucking not. I model the behavior of people that I think are successful. I would like to think so. I mean, when I look at people, I really admire and get inspired by their features or behavior, like a singular or certain behavior. Not the person themselves, but the behavior. Yes. I take a very relaxed approach to life. Right. I've been anxious my whole life. I don't think so. The most important thing to me is security. I guess? Yeah. I follow a system. What the fuck does that mean? I don't know. What does that mean? What does that mean? I follow a system. What are we saying? I exaggerate my suffering. Maybe for myself, but to others, no. I think if that's the case, then I'm not exaggerating it. If it's something quote unquote small and I'm exaggerating the pain, it just means it's not small. Maybe it's objectively small, usually, normally to others, but it's not to me. It matters so much to me. So I don't think so. I would like to believe I don't, but I do find myself at times playing the victim role subconsciously, so I don't have to save myself, and I just lay and wait for a savior, whatever. like, even when somebody does save me, it doesn't even feel good. I don't feel even loved. I just feel pathetic. I don't feel the need to reinvent the wheel when you can just stick to what already works. You know, there is no creativity. You just steal from others. But you could, like, do both. Like, you could steal a method from somebody, but alter it so it fits you. I would be interested in working in a scientific lab. No. I believe dreams can predict the future. I believe dreams can tell you about yourself. There can be a really good indicator of what's going on in your mind, but I don't know if they could tell the future. Oh wait, I didn't see this question. It says, the most important thing to me is learning. Yeah. I am drawn to topics that require significant background research just to understand the basics. It depends on if I have clear resources of that topic. There is little more important to me than doing things for others. What is little more? It's fine. Calm down. You know what? Sometimes I feel like the reason I'm always depressed is because otherwise my anger issues would just take over and I would be punching walls and stuff. I'm not doing anything for nobody. It's very important to me that my emotions stay predictable from day to day. I guess. Like, I would love it if I could do that, but I could never, ever, ever manage to do such thing. I surprise my own self always when it comes to my emotions, like always. I can never understand it. I can, let alone predict it. I don't know. I aim to maintain a steady, unchanging emotional baseline over time. Yeah, I want to be normal. Oh yeah. Like, honestly, a lot of times when I want to do something evil to, like, somebody else, the only thing stopping me isn't, that I'm gonna hurt somebody, because that's the fucking goal. Nor is it to be a good person, but it's because I know that whatever goes around comes back around. And that exact thing that I caused for the other person will go around, and it's gonna be like a dominoes effect, and somehow it will come back to me and butt me in the cheeks. Sex is a little over... Oh, on my mama it is. I am very sexual. I would say so, but that's when I'm, like, happy, and I'm never happy. So, I'm so excited. Tell me, what am I? I am 52 paranoid. Okay, I thought it would be more, honestly. I'm extremely fucking paranoid, if I'm honest with you. Yes, whatever that is. I don't know what that is, but it doesn't matter because I'm 15%. 53% schizotypical. Does that mean I'm normal? 42% antisocial. 47 borderline. Histrion. A dramatic What the fuck is wrong with you? Exaggerated dramatic. Go suck a fucking cock. No. One more person calls me dramatic and I'm gonna fucking lose it. Bitches. Fucking bitches. 63 narcissistic! Are you kidding me? 45 avoidant. 55 dependent. Suck my cock. I'm not. Obsessive compulsive 48. Is that normal? I feel like I'm normal. This just makes me feel normal. Individual is uncomfortable in close relationships. Fuck you.
Individuals often display excessive emotionally and attention seeking in various contexts. Fuck yourself. They tend to overreact to other people and are often perceived as shallow and self-centered. Core issue is attention addiction. I don't like this. I don't like this, actually. This is bullshit. And they called me a narcissist. What the individual has a grand view of themselves, a need for admiration, and a lack of empathy that begins by early adulthood and is present in various situations. These individuals are very demanding in their relationships. Core issue is entitlement. You know when people call me a narcissist, it's like I really highly disagree. But then I read the definition of narcissism and I'm like, Individuals shows an extreme need to be taken care of that leads to fears of separation and passive and clinging behavior. Core issue is the need to be parented by others. I'm sorry, my parents didn't give a fuck about me, so now I want my friends to be my parents. I'm sorry. Fuck this. These results are like cap. This is a bunch of fucking cap. Honestly, this is a bunch of fucking cap. It shows a narrow range of emotional expression in various social settings. Emotional zombies who stopped feeling due to trauma and or can't feel due to organic depression. Wait, isn't that me? Why is it so low? I am so confused. Yeah, I don't know, bye.